Welcome everybody to Dark Matter Cosplay. I am your host, the one and only, the real Mikal Mosley, and today we've got a very special guest in the house. We've got the one and only Mr. Dylan, the video game aficionado. That's right, he is the Sultan of the Sega. He is the something else of alliteration. This is who he is, okay? That's right. So Dylan, tell everybody where they can find you at.
You can find me on Instagram at Dick Grayson. That's Dick 2_ Grayson with 2 N's because Dick Grayson was already taken.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So Dylan here works at GameStop. So he agreed to come on here and help you parents out who may not know what gifts you should get your kids for Christmas. Now we're going to focus this on video games. We're going to give you our top 10 video games for this Christmas season. Now this is only for the parents. Some of you guys out there may be like, hey, you know, I'm bored and I don't know what game I want to get next. Go ahead, stay tuned and watch because we're going to break it down for you. Top 10 video games coming up right about now. With that being said, we're going to start with number 10. That's going to be Rainbow Six Siege. Woo! Tell us about the game.
Well, it's a 5-on-5 first-person shooter. It takes the counter-terrorist organizations from all around the world, like the FBI SWAT, the German GSG-9, and a few others, and they just kind of pit them against each other in team deathmatch situations with an objective.
Okay,
so you can either eliminate the enemy team, or you can extract the hostage, or disarm the bomb, or you can secure the biohazard container by staying in the room longer than the other team can.
And I assume there's different classes as well?
Not necessarily classes, but there are when you start the game, let's just call it vanilla for anyone who's played WoW out there. You know what that means.
Hold on, pause real fast. This is what vanilla means. And we're back.
So for Rainbow Six Siege Vanilla, if from day one, if you played that game, it's 20 different operators, or so they're called in the game. Those are the characters that are playable across the CTUs in the game. There's 4 each across the 5 starting CTUs, 2 for attack and 2 for defense. So for example, if you're attacking this round, you cannot pick a defending operator, and vice versa. Right. And they all have their own special skill. There's a medic in the game on defense, there's a sniper on offense, and there's, you know, just all kinds of different stuff. So yeah, there are some, you could say there's different classes, but they all have unique nicknames, and there's, you know, you have to press the skill button on the controller in order to use them.
Absolutely. So, alright, so Rainbow Six Siege. That's right. Rainbow Six Siege. That's a good one, so please check that out. Alright, second one, I'm going to put my own input on this because I'm sure you feel the same way as I feel about this. I absolutely love the Marvel vs. Capcom. I thought that game was a lot of fun. It's great for your preteens if they want to have that fighting game, but you don't want to have the blood and stuff like that, of say like your Mortal Kombat, things like that. Yeah. Or even your Injustice, because that game was a little gruesome in that sense as well.
It can be. Same people who make Mortal Kombat.
Absolutely.
But it's also good for not just children or preteens. It's Marvel vs. Capcom's been around for since you were a kid, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Not that he's old or anything, but but I
was around when Spider-Man came out.
Even those you know in their late 20s and up can enjoy Marvel vs. Capcom because it's the same engine as Street Fighter. So if you like Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom, those are your games.
It has a good nostalgia feel too.
And it does too. Yeah.
And I like this one the best out of all the Marvel vs. Capcom because of the character selection. Okay. I thought there's some really good choices this time. I love that they mixed it up.
They're adding new ones too.
Absolutely.
Very soon. I think Ghost Rider is coming soon.
He's in it now. Ghost Rider's in it now.
Yeah, they should be on the way, or they're already out.
Yeah,
I haven't played the game yet, but
Panther's good.
Black Panther, yeah, of course.
Listen, T'Challa's my dude.
Black Panther's.
If you guys have a challenge and you want to throw down on your boy, we'll play some Marvel vs. Capcom. But don't get upset when T'Challa comes down on that. I'm gonna bleep it out, but just know that didn't seem very manly, did it? He's a Black Panther, so he's a cat. Enough. All right, number 8. Number 8. I'm super excited about this one because this is a blast from the past while at the same time being fresh and new. I grew up in the Mario age, so you know we got to give respect to Mario Odyssey, right?
Nintendo's mascot.
That's right, and it's only available on the Switch. So if you don't have a Nintendo Switch,
you can't play it.
You can't play it, unfortunately. You can watch people play it, but you can't play it.
You can go buy a Switch.
There you go, and then play it
at GameStop.
That's right, because right now they're not on sale, but they're still cool. So
they are.
Buy a Switch. Buy a Switch. All right, tell us about Mario Odyssey.
Mario Odyssey, like you said, it caters to classic Mario fans and anybody who's never played, even if you've never played a Mario game before, you can jump right in and you can enjoy it because it's got the sandbox feel from Super Mario Sunshine back in 2002.
Absolutely.
But then there's also sections of the game that are completely only played in 2D.
Right.
So you got your classic Mario in almost in every world. There's a section where you play. It's almost like Paper Mario, like you're jumping on the wall, and then when you come out, you're 3D Mario again.
That's super cool. I love the way they mix it up.
It is. It's really cool.
And you know one thing I love about this game, this Mario Odyssey game, it's almost as if they geared this game to be played with adults and kids. It's a good game to bond with, like the parents who played Mario and kids who are just getting into it.
And you can play 2-player.
You're absolutely right. Yeah. That's what makes it awesome.
One person controls Mario and the other controls the hat.
There it is. All right, let's move on to a sports game for number 7. I'm a big fan of Madden 18. Now, simply for those people out there who are sports fans who really love to get in the game and they're the die-hard football fans, this is the game for you. They can control their favorite team with their favorite quarterbacks, and they can go to town. What do you think?
I think the game's really good this year. They got a lot of the good stuff from all the other installments, like the Madden Ultimate Team.
Absolutely.
You play online, it's like fantasy football, but you get to play it.
Absolutely.
So if you want Drew Brees as your quarterback, but then you want Antonio Brown, you can't do that in real life.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear you say any of the Vikings players when you mentioned your fantasy team.
I didn't,
That's weird, though. I mean, they're pretty much probably one of the best teams in the league.
So are the Saints, arguably.
Well,
this year, anyway.
We're not arguing because the Vikings are the best. Listen, okay, no, let's move on. Number 6. Moving on to number 6. Tell us what your pick is.
My pick for number 6, I'm gonna have to go. Let's do RPG.
Okay.
I gotta give it to The Witcher.
Okay. Oh, great series.
The Game Informer a couple months back just gave it like the number 3 RPG of all time.
Whew.
So you can't argue with those numbers.
You're right.
And if you're looking for a good gift to give this holiday season, you want to get The Witcher 3 Complete Edition. It comes with all the DLC, and I really got to give it up to Warner Brothers. Anytime they create DLC, it's always all free.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's awesome.
Good guy Warner Brothers, make that a meme. They package everything together the year later, and then it's $10 cheaper than the game was brand new when it first came out.
Absolutely.
And the game's phenomenal. You can put hundreds of hours in that game. It's
still not
Skyrim level huge, Skyrim level time, and there's a lot of replay value as well. So you can take different paths, be good, be bad, magic, dragons, 2 swords, fighting griffins.
And that's one thing I like about the Witcher series, and versus some of the other series. Like I absolutely love like God of War and things like that, right?
Oh, yeah.
But the gameplay seems to be done so quickly. You get through it, you play it, but then you have a game like this where you almost can't beat it. It's like as soon as you beat it in one way. Yeah, exactly. And I think I like that.
I've got guys who've never played Skyrim on PS4 or anything like that, but then they still have their PS3 copy. They're playing it to this day, and they still discover new stuff.
Absolutely.
So that just shows you how big those kind of games are.
Absolutely.
And Witcher's right up there with it.
Absolutely. I love it. All right, let's go on and move on to number 5. Moving on to number 5. It's time. I said it earlier, but it made the list. It's on the list. L.A. Noire, the remastered edition for the Nintendo Switch. Woo! Tell them about it while I take a time out.
L.A. Noire, for those who've never played it, first of all, do that, because the game's phenomenal. Originally came out on 360 and PS3. It's from the makers, it's from Rockstar, the makers of Grand Theft Auto, but it takes place in the 1940s, and you play as a detective in Los Angeles. His name's Cole Phelps. And it follows the story of him as he goes, from working as a beat cop in his blues to working homicide, to working arson. Because back in the day, those were the divisions that you either got promoted or demoted to. And it kind of shows him on an emotion roller coaster as well through interrogations, his own personal struggles in life. And it's just a really fun game to play. And now you can take it anywhere you want to go on the Nintendo Switch.
Do you know what I love the most about this game? It's the fact that you have to read people's faces and judge if someone's lying or telling the truth, and then figure out how you should approach them. Because oftentimes in our own society, sometimes we don't know how to read each other, and that's where a lot of our conflicts and stuff come in. So I just think this game, it's well done. It's a good thriller, and it's a great problem-solving game. I like to relate this game almost to like a Carmen Sandiego style game on the old, PC. It's one of those kind of think through, fun puzzle games, but at the same time, you're really hooked into the story. So LA Noire, I'm telling you guys, if you don't play anything else this year, try LA Noire. It's a lot of fun, especially for the older crowd. Like, you know, I'm not gonna say how old I am, but like, you know, like me, LA Noire is a super fun game. All right, guys, moving on to number 4. We want to talk about a good party game. So you have a lot of kids come over to your house, or you just have a lot of friends who like to come over and hang out, and you want to entertain. This is a great way to do so with a party game. And our pick for party game this year is
Mario Party 10, only on the Wii U. I know the Switch is out, but a lot of people kept their Wii U's because the Wii U games won't play on the Nintendo Switch. And if you did, wise decision, because Mario Party 10 is arguably the best Mario Party ever made.
Now, are we ever going to see it on the Switch?
Maybe not 10, but Mario Party, I'm certain will come to the Switch.
Absolutely.
Because it's just that whole flow of how Mario Party goes.
Absolutely.
Started on 64, here we are with the Switch. I say we'll see Mario Party 11 within, you know, the next couple of years.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, started at 64, went to the U. Hopefully we'll see it on the Switch soon. Fingers crossed, let's hope. Alright, so tell us a little bit about Mario Party. Tell us what the basics of it, how it plays, things like that.
Well, Mario Party is just one of those things you can get together with a group of friends, and it's like it plays like a board game,
right?
But then every couple spaces you got a mini game to play.
Okay.
It can be like a battle mini game, you have to eliminate everybody else, or it can be one of those things where you just have to score more points than everybody else.
Okay.
My personal favorite back on the Wii, Mario Party 8. There was this game. It was called I forget what it's called, but you had to shake a soda can really hard, and then until it blew, and then once it exploded, you had a fountain of soda going up, and the highest fountain was the one that won.
That's awesome.
So that was my favorite one that I can remember from recent years.
So Mario Party, definitely, for those who have the Wii U, you definitely want to check out the Mario Party.
Exactly.
All right, let's move on down to number 3. Now it's time for the top 3. We're going to break it down for the top 3 games that we think you should definitely take a look at and buying your kids this year for Christmas. Number 3, hit them with the hard top.
Number 3 is going to be Star Wars Battlefront 2. Just came out last month, or this month actually, on the 17th. It's the classic. If you ever played Battlefront 2 on the PS2, it caters a lot to nostalgia on this one again.
Absolutely.
Just like Odyssey does. It plays a lot like Battlefield, but with Star Wars, which is what we all wanted from the one that came out a couple years back. That was not as good.
Right,
because now this one has a single player campaign you can play through.
Perfect.
That was missing from the first one. There's different classes you can play through in the game. You got your blasters, you got your Wookiees, you got your battle droids, you got rocket troopers. You can play as Darth Vader, Darth Maul, Kylo Ren. Play as that guy. Yoda.
Luke. I am your father. How could you wear a mask like that? You'd get spit all over yourself the entire time.
I think his lips got burnt. He's got that one thing.
Oh, that's right.
He's like from the old movies. It's almost like it looks like he's playing like a harmonica with
right.
a thing up there. So like I think that filters maybe the spit.
TV timeout. Pause for this. So Battlefront 2, definitely check it out. But we need to talk about this. In the Star Wars movies, like I thought that the whole I don't care what anyone says, they didn't like the 1, 2, and 3.
I love 1, 2, and 3.
Whenever Anakin is coming out as Vader and he's asking what happened to his wife, and they're like, "Oh, she's dead." He goes, "No." The most monotone no ever. No. It looks. I'll show you what it looks like. I'll use my chair. It looks like this. No.
Maybe he didn't have control, like full control over his vocal cords. He was still in shock from getting roasted in a volcano.
I'm gonna say I'm talking all this trash. There's gonna be a bounty hunter at my door.
Yeah.
Boba Fett
show up. Yep.
He ain't dead. All right, moving on to number 2. Here we go. Number 2. What we got for number 2?
Number 2, I think we're gonna have to go something a little more kid-friendly.
Okay. Available
on PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. The sequel, I guess you'd call it, to a popular Lego game that came out a few years back, Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. It spans not only the entire Marvel universe, but also different times in the Marvel universe as well. For example, it goes back to Western times. You can play as Cowboy Captain America. Okay. And it also goes to New York 2099, where you can play as Spider-Man 2099. So that's a really good. If you're a huge comic book fan, comic book nerd, Marvel, like us, that's going to be what you want to play, because you can play as a bunch of different versions of Spider-Man, a bunch of different versions of Captain America. There's Hulk, there's Red Hulk, there's every Hulk that is in the game, I think.
Right, okay.
There's A-Bomb, there's Sakaar, there's everybody.
That's jam-packed.
Yes.
So let me ask you a question. If there's one Marvel hero that now everyone goes, who would you be? I'm going to twist on you. If there's one Marvel hero that you could get rid of forever, gonzo, like, they're not that good, get rid of them, who would it be?
Marvel hero?
One Marvel hero. Now, get rid of the villains. The villains are awesome, and Squirrel Girl doesn't count, because Squirrel Girl is the best. Yes.
God, that's a tough one. Marvel hero to get rid of.
One Marvel hero.
Forever.
Gone. Two.
Hawkeye.
Why? Why you say Hawkeye? Why you say it like that?
I just don't think he's that important. I mean,
fair enough.
You can go to but I just don't have faith in someone who uses whose equipment you can go buy at Dick's Sporting Goods.
Okay, fair enough. Well, can I tell you who I would pick? And maybe we're gonna hate this.
Sure, yeah.
Captain America.
I thought maybe, but Miranda's a big Captain America fan, so I didn't want to get
fair enough.
I want to go home and eat dinner. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to.
His better half is a big Captain America fan. He has one offender because of course she's gonna watch this. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like Captain America that much because he's just too good. Like, I want someone
like Superman.
Yeah, he's. Don't even get me started. Everyone knows how much I loathe the idea of Superman.
Don't
either way, so either way, Captain America would be my one to get rid of. Either that, or we gotta give him some sort of issues, like,
like a heart condition, like Goku from
something like that would be great.
You gotta get senzu beans every once in a while.
And then if he gets too upset, then he's he's got to stay
he
calm.
He is old, yeah.
But could you imagine, like, he can never get upset in battle? Like, they're like, we're gonna kill you, Captain America, and he's like, if that's what you feel you need to do.
Like someone just like someone 86 is Bucky, and he just has to like keep it cool because
it's okay.
He'll lived a long
life.
He'll die.
Cap, show some emotion. I can't, or I'll die. Okay, great. Let's move on to the number one pick that we have for you guys. Here it is, number one, the game that you need to 100% get your kids, if you allow it, because it is kind of violent, for Christmas. What is it?
I think we just say it together on three.
Okay.
One,
two, three. Call of Duty World War II. Did we just become best friends?
Probably.
Yup. You want to go do karate in the basement?
Of course.
Oh, we don't have a basement.
Oh, I didn't think so.
Okay.
All right. We can do it in the garage.
Do it in the garage, yeah. Are you going to tell us about it?
Call of Duty World War II. It's what fans have been wanting since after Black Ops 2.
Absolutely.
I'll be honest with you. I haven't liked a Call of Duty since Black Ops 2, and I played Ghost Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3 a little bit, and I didn't care really for any of those. I completely avoided Infinite Warfare because which just doesn't exist.
Right.
Let's just face that.
I didn't like the whole. They tried that too Halo it. It felt like it
too
was,
futuristic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Too futuristic. I mean, I think fans would have been satisfied with a World War II or maybe like a Modern Warfare 4, but something not too crazy and futuristic. So World War II this year. It's a really good shooter. I played it myself. I played the multiplayer a ton. Haven't gotten into the campaign yet. It's also really good.
You guys can actually check out videos of us doing the campaign on the channel. Just check out the other videos. Yep. You know what I liked about this one though? It had that Call of Duty 2 feel, and I absolutely loved Call of Duty 2. So this was just like the perfect bring home.
They added war mode. It's
absolutely.
You can storm the beaches of Normandy, capture bunkers. Build bridges, escort tanks, get in tanks, and gun them down. And they got a class system too. Like it's kind of battlefieldy in essence, where you can pick like a shotgunner or a sniper or your infantry or your airborne. But it's a good game, and it's gonna be one to remember for years to come as far as Call of Duty's go.
Let's talk about this though, right? The best part, in my opinion, of Call of Duty, although the stories are always great and the online multiplayer is always fantastic, the zombies. Zombies is so good,
and it's got like the horror feel to it as well. It's not just wave after wave. I mean, it is wave after wave, but it still has the horror feel. And there's actually like a story behind it now as well. It's almost like a zombies campaign, so to speak.
Absolutely.
So I think people are going to really enjoy it, and it's definitely one to buy this year for Christmas of all ages.
Absolutely. Now, there's a ton of games out there that are also just as good that may not have made our list. That's just what we think. That's our opinions. But definitely take a look at some of those games that we've listed. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. We're going to try to get Dylan back again when some of the new games come out. We're going to review some of those with the expert. He is the expert of experts who are experting, doing expert stuff expertly. I should get that on a shirt.
It's a lot of expertise.
There's a lot of expertise there.
Yeah, if you make a shirt, let me know.
It'd be a really long shirt. So
yeah.
I don't know how the words
put it back.
On the back. Fair enough. All right, guys. Hope you guys all enjoyed. I'm your host, the one and only The Real Mikal Mosley. We have Dylan here. That is Dick Grayson. Tell him how to spell that name one more time.
It's DICK 2 underscores Grayson with 2 N's on Instagram.
There it is, on Instagram, on the gram. If you guys like this, please like and subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your friends' family, tell everybody you know about this bunch of nerds who are out here having fun, trying to play a couple video games, and who knows, make a difference. As always, sit back, relax, don't take life too seriously, and do me this favor. Try barbecue sauce on your pizza. You won't regret it. And as always, cosplay on.